Hey TikTok, it's me, STIs. So my next video for the day, I'm about to talk about something, and I know, as Spirit keeps saying, my story will help other people. It'll help them to see, to stop, like, just taking, like, so many things for granted. But they also told me that even though I'm very open about this situation with the people in my life, they also told me that it's still keeping me prisoner because I don't like to talk about it, even though I've expressed it to the people in my life and I've told them, but it's still keeping me prisoner because I hold it in. I hold so much resentment. And they told me I cannot take it into 2026 with me. And you know, I've always wanted to publicly voice my story, but I was always afraid of being judged and ridiculed and, you know what I'm saying, talked about. Which now I'm at a point in life, I don't care. I'm free and I'm happy, and this is the last thing that is holding me. And it's keeping me bound to my old self. And on today, I choose to let it go. So I'm about to tell my story. I was 19 years old. I had started dealing with the doctor. I was 19, he was 31. I was in a relationship with the doctor. We were living together. Yeah. He, you know, at first it started out, he was a great guy. Boom. But then I started to feel like he was cheating because a lot of his actions were not matching up. Next thing you know, I go and I do, because I was going every 2 to 3 months to get my test results. I would go stay up on top of my health. So I went to get tested. Everything was fine. Like 2.5, 3 months later, I went my normal routine to go get tested. But this particular time, they asking me questions that they ain't ever asked me before. So I stop. And I'm like, why are you asking me this? Y'all ain't never asked me this before. And I was at Miracle of Love, the testing place and stuff in Orlando. I was at Miracle of Love, and I think Dunk, I want to thank you so much, because, baby, if it wasn't for you, that day I probably would have went and jumped off a bridge, okay? Like, if y'all hadn't held me there for them extra 4 hours, I probably wouldn't be here to tell my story today, okay? But yeah, I appreciate y'all for that. But they asking me the weirdest questions, like, how would you handle it if you found out you were HIV positive? Would you try to harm yourself? Do you have a support system? They were just asking me questions that had never been asked. And it started triggering my spider senses, like something is going off, like in my head, like ding, 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 ding. Like I'm freaking out. Like I done started trembling, tears is coming, because I just feel in my spirit something ain't right. And so I'm avoiding the questions. I'm like, why are you asking me this? I keep saying it, and Don't just keeps going. He keeps asking me the questions. He you know, he hears me, but he continues with his questions. Like he does not give me a reaction. He stays so calm, cool, and collective. So when he was done, then I was like, okay, now why you asking me all these questions? And so he just paused, and he waited for a minute. And he said, well, the reason that I asked you these questions are because your tests are coming back positive this time. Like, you testing positive for HIV. But it could be a false positive, and we're gonna do the blood test, and you come back and the results will come back in 2 weeks, and we'll know for sure. Listen, I ain't want to hear none of that. I ain't want to hear none of it. I literally screamed so loud. All I could do was scream and cry and ask God why. And I knew at that point in time, I had only been sleeping with my boyfriend, who was a doctor, okay? Who we were getting tested together. And I had only been sleeping with him. So I knew exactly where it came from. No ifs, ands, or buts. But what was confusing me was we were getting tested together. So how are you HIV positive and we getting blood tests together? Long story short, I'm still at the office. I'm freaking out. I'm like, I'm finna just go end it all. I'm literally losing my mind. Like, I'm only 20 years old. And this was 3 days before my 21st birthday. So imagine the pain that I felt. I'm losing my mind. They don't let me leave for hours because they knew that if they had let me leave in the state that I was in mentally, I wouldn't be here today. They knew. Like, I had made, baby, I didn't care. I was ready. I just didn't understand. I was like, my life has been taken from me. My health has been taken from me. And I was angry. Next part 2, I'm going to explain how he was able to keep showing negative and how he was able to hide it for so long.